All right, so on the next lesson here on basic drawing setup, we're going to assume that you're being commissioned by local Parks and Recreation Department to provide a layout drawing for Major League size baseball field. So again, we're going to start with the template. So we'll go ahead and open up the ACAD.DWT. That's just stands for drawing template. We'll go ahead and get that up and going. So then we want to go ahead and set our units. So I'm going to type in unit, get that here. We'll set that to architectural, and we want this to be a precision of 1/2 inch, decimal degrees, um, with 0 precision is fine. Insertion scale at inches, so everything is good there. We'll go ahead and click OK. Next is to set the limits. So type in the word limit, and we want to reset the model space here. So our lower left corner is going to be 0, tab over 0, so that's x0, y0. We'll go ahead and set enter. Now the upper right hand corner, we're going to set this area to be 512 feet by 384 feet. So again, I'll type in the 512. Don't forget, you got to add the apostrophe there. Tab over and 384, add the apostrophe again. Oh, I put the inch, so we'll back up to the apostrophe, hit enter, and then we want to do a zoom all. So type in zoom, hit A for all, and now I'm zoomed all. Now it's asking us to invoke drafting settings by typing in DS. So we'll bring this up. So, and here are again, this is just a different way to kind of get into your snap and grid, polar tracking, object snap, lots of different um, windows here. So they use this as one other way for you to get into and set your grid spacing and your snap spacing on this. And they tell us that the grid snap should be 10 feet. So we'll go ahead and go 10 feet. So notice when I click out of that, that should automatically set the Y. And then we want the well, it doesn't really say, but we certainly wouldn't want a 1/2 inch snap spacing on that. If we're a 10 foot on our grid spacing, probably 5 foot or even 10 feet would be pretty good for our snapback spacing. You probably even do that as 1 foot with that snap spacing. Then you'd get 10 increments of your grid spacing. So it kind of depends on what you're drawing and what the line lengths might be for that. But I'm just going to set it right now at 5 feet for my snap spacing, and we'll click OK. So changes our grid spacing as we go. Now notice that the instructions then say to go back and now use the grid command and change the value to 20. So come back here, we'll make sure that the grid is on and grid is off. Again, we can turn the grid on and off here, and the snaps can be turned on and off here. So we'll keep both of those on. So, and I'm going to go right here to my snap to grid. So we'll go snap settings. So now it wants me to change that from 10 feet to 20 feet. So I'll go ahead and, again, you got to add that apostrophe, so don't forget about that. So, and in this case, I'd probably go ahead and change my snap settings to 10 feet with those and just hit OK. That's all I need with this. We'll go ahead and go up to our application button and file save as. In this case, it's going to be ball field. So, chapter 6, hyphen your first initial, last name, and then save that, and go ahead, and once you're got that taken care of, then you can upload it to the assignment file that's due.